Hello, film worlders. It's me, your host, Michael Pendleton, and I am joined today by
Michael Saka.
What up, Michael?
What's up? It's good to see you guys.
Yeah, this is actually your first time on Film World for a while. You directed episode 1 of season 3.
Was it 1?
It was episode 1 of season 3. You directed that,
wow.
And you also directed episode 2.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did we film at the same time, or was it?
We filmed them separately, but you came 2 days in a row, I think it was. And we just went ahead and filmed. It was something like that.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, he directed episode 1 and 2 of season 3. And that was just great, collaborating and all that.
We also didn't have a lot of time for that, too.
Yeah. It was it was kind of a rush, which all season 3 has been a rush. I put in some long nights in season 3. All right, so let's get started. So first off, after the questions, as in the usual format for Film World Community, we have an announcement for a contest.
Yes.
This is going to be fun. Definitely will be fun.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get to the contest announcement after this. Yes. Hint, hint. All right. So let's get into the questions. You ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. Question 1 is more of a comment, and it comes from CG Cowboy. I'm thinking CG might be a name abbreviation for maybe Craig Gable?
Charlie Golf.
Charlie Golf. Charlie Golf. Okay, so Mr. Charlie Golf Cowboy. Alright, he says, your productions are very professionally done, and I'm taking notes. I just wanted to say that because that was very flattering, and to hear that was absolutely amazing. I just wanted to say thank you to CG Cowboy, which we all know is computer graphics.
Yes.
But anyway, so thank you very much for that. It was very flattering, and yeah, I'm very, very glad that I could help out in such a way. All right,
So next.
First actual question. Michael, I'll let you take this one, all right?
I'm not going to even read the question.
It's from?
It's from 6778 Tony Hawk Roblox. I'm going to ask why? I mean, really, why? So, just go Google it. I mean, there's 1,000 videos on how to install Blender. I mean, literally, go to blender.com, download, hit install, or you download it, open, hit install, and you're done. I mean, and if you got a different, and if you got a different operating system, like Linux or something else other than, if you're running Linux, there's hundreds of videos on how to do that.
And supposedly the installer for Linux has, Linux is notoriously a little bit more difficult to install software and all that. But the app image installer is, I wouldn't be surprised if it came to Blender as well. It's kind of been sweeping across.
That's what I used to install it.
No, it's actually not on Blender, but it is on Natron. No, Natron is on a separate one. It's kind of the similar thing. But app image is used on OpenShot, and you can install it across any distribution, and it's super easy. You just double click and say, yes, I want to install the software, and it does it all automatically.
Okay.
So if you are asking...
I forget, it's been a long time.
If you're asking about Linux, I can understand that if you're new to Linux and all that kind of stuff. But if you're on Windows or Mac, just install.
And just make sure you're downloading the most stable version.
Yes. Because you might not even want the most recent.
No.
No,
you don't.
The most recent for me has oftentimes been the most glitchy. So after time, they work them out, and they release the binary release, and then they go on to the next version. So that hopefully answers your question.
So next.
Yes, next. Oh, you can operate if you want. All right, so next question is from...
Telmo
Silva?
Silva?
Sounds Russian. Sounds Russian.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with Russian, okay?
Yeah.
So, Telmo, he says, nice video, but can you upload your footage so we can follow your tutorials? He's talking about, like, my test footage and all that kind of stuff that I do on the episodes.
And we've discussed this in the past, just off camera, and I'll let you explain it.
Yeah, for, like, part 3, it's episode 12 of Premiere Prep Season 3, but it's part 3 in the Beginner's Guide using Blender for Visual Effects. I did a screen replacement on my TV, and he, would like to have that footage so that he can follow along and everything, which I think is awesome, and I would love to do it for you guys. But the biggest problem right now is how do I host it on the internet? I know I can use Dropbox or Google Drive or something like that, but it's like 2.5 gigs. And I'm going to have to constantly be deleting old ones so I can upload new ones. And then once you're watching an older video and you're like, go to click on the link to get it, it's not there. And so there's big disappointment and all that kind of stuff. So if I can find a good way to get a lot, a good amount of storage online for a relatively inexpensive amount, because I can't afford too much right now. Well, really, right now I can't afford anything as far as storage goes. But if I can find a good, consistent way to do that, I would love to share the footage with you guys, and
just give us, if you guys know of anything, just let us know, and we'll see what we can do.
Just give us a little while, and it should get worked out, and soon you should definitely have some test footage. All right, so next question.
Next question. Raja Raymond. Natron.
Filmora.
And Fusion.
Yes, all those are compositors, if you're unaware. Natron, Filmora, and Fusion. I see. Fusion and Natron I know are node-based. Filmora I'm actually unfamiliar with.
I've never
heard of that one actually, but I think it also is node-based. I really don't know. But like I said, I never heard of it, so I can't even say. But basically, what I think he was saying was it was on my episode top 10 green screening tips that I did like 10 years. I mean, not 10 years ago, 2 years ago. And I think I mentioned using Blender for green screening, and I think I said you can use After Effects. I mentioned how you can use some software for green screening and all that. And he was basically listing software that you can use for green screening. And Natron, the reason why I'm using this, even though it's not more of a comment than a question, is because I've gotten a lot of requests lately for Natron tutorials. And I can say this, in some time, they will definitely be coming. It may be later in Season 3 or even early Season 4, coming 2017. Okay? But, so yeah, I would definitely love to learn Natron. We were looking at it earlier.
Yeah, it looks really nice. So take a look at it.
Yeah, it's fantastic looking software. It's actually modeled after Nuke, which is used by Weta Digital and all these other companies as fantastic software, and it really follows the DNA of Nuke, if you will.
Yeah,
you could say that. It's got the same interface and stuff like that. So, and it uses a lot of the same plugins that Nuke does. So it's definitely something I want to look into. I tried it in the past. It didn't support like any video codecs. I just couldn't even use it to play with, really. And I was even going to do a Blender Natron comparison, and that just fell through. So anyway, long story short, we will definitely be having some Natron tutorials in the future. I can guarantee it, but it just probably won't happen immediately. And we definitely want to work on it together.
Yes.
We want to be learning Natron and all that together.
I gotta learn it.
Yeah, so you've actually been approaching me a lot for visual effects. When we do visual effects together, which are car video idea.
Yeah.
And we're not going to divulge too much on that because it's something big in the works. That's going to require some visual effects, and we're definitely going to be working on that together. It's going to be a great learning experience.
It's going to be a while, but it'll get done.
So that concludes the questions. Thank you guys very much for submitting those.
Yes.
Yes.
Ask more.
Yes, definitely ask more in comments on this one. Maybe past videos, send emails, Twitter, etc.
Anything.
Just anything. Ask questions for Film World Community.
And announcement for the contest.
Yes. You excited?
So, yes, I am.
You're excited. So, we have a contest announcement, which will be video length.
Is 30 seconds to 2 minutes, actually.
Yes. And what is the contest going to be on, Michael?
The annoying orange effect.
Yes. So, early in the season, I did an episode, or actually mid-season so far, I did an episode called How to Do the Annoying Orange Effect in Blender. And that one was a long-awaited episode.
Yes, it was.
And people definitely seemed to love it when I finally did it. But I wanted to see you guys do it. I wanted to see you guys take the episode. Actually, well, we did. We wanted to see you guys take the episode, what you learned, and make your own annoying orange effect.
Yes.
And you don't have to use Blender, do you?
No, you can use anything. Whatever you have, whatever you're familiar with, we just want to see what you come up with.
After Effects, Natron, Nuke, you name it. Yeah. So, Fusion, etc., etc., etc.
The only real conditions is 30 seconds to 2 minutes. We gotta look over them.
And preferably some kind of story.
Yes. I like story.
We don't want it to just be you randomly sitting there saying, you know, I'm an annoying orange. Just, you know, do a little something with it. If it's a gag of, you know, an orange pushing a bottle off a counter and it's spilling everywhere. Something like that. It's got to have some kind of, you know, little something. So,
and there will be a first, second, and third place.
Yes. Not all of them are getting prizes,
no,
but first place is getting... Yes, that is the JJC 12-card SD card case, which I reviewed a little while back. You can go and watch that if you want, and that will be the prize. It is definitely a very nice SD card case. SD cards not included.
Yes, no.
That would make the value like really expensive that I could not afford, and I'd be bankrupt, and Film World would end.
Yes.
So yes, we got first, second, and third place. First place is winning that. So how do you submit them? Well, very simply,
you just submit a link. Upload it to YouTube and send a link to this guy.
filmworld96@gmail.com, and which I've shared many times before. And again, you can find it on the contact me page and all that kind of stuff if you don't remember it. filmworld96@gmail.com, all lowercase, no spaces, etc.
And also too, all first, second, and third will be displayed on.
Yes, I will be showing your guys' videos. Either if not in the episode, like if I don't show your full video in the episode, I will definitely link to it and show part of it within the episode, because I definitely want to give you guys a shout out and definitely show your guys' work, because it will definitely be some work. So you have 2 weeks to submit it, and hopefully for Film World Community episode 4, I guess it would be then, I'll have Michael Saka back and we will announce the winners. So that's 2 weeks to get it done. That should be plenty of time. I don't really want to go a month. That's a little too long. 2 weeks, I think, is optimal for you guys to really get some good effects in.
Get started on it now.
Get started on it now, and you can win the JJC 12-card SD card case. Woo!
And good luck.
Yes, definitely good luck, and happy editing.
Yes, have fun with it, though, too. That's the thing.
It's a learning experience.
Exactly. Just have fun.
Yep, that's all what it's about.
Exactly. And a shout out to...
Yes, we do have a shout out for a film worlder. It's that one right there.
No. Oh, wrong one.
That one right there. There we go. So it's from Fallen Hero. Yes, Fallen Hero is also the real LJ, or RJ, I can't remember exactly which one. I think it's LJ. And he's commented several times in the past. He told me he's coming back as Fallen Hero as his username. And he's starting a website. It's a networking website. And you basically... it's a place where you can find free...
a hub, like of sorts.
Filmmakers hub. You can find free, video assets and stuff like that. It's a great little thing, and I love the idea of it. Community and stuff, like kind of like what I'm trying to do with Film World, except not as video based. It seems. It seems like he's trying to just do a website, which I'm working on a Film World website, which is going to be really cool.
And it's looking good, actually.
Yes,
I'm very happy for it.
Which we will be announcing more of that in the future. But anyway, his website is looking great, and it's definitely a great little hub for filmmakers and free assets, and he wants to post other people's YouTube videos. Definitely check it out in the link in the description. It's really, really cool.
Yes.
We were looking at it earlier.
It
looks really great. All right, so I think that does it for the shout-out. So thank you very much, Fallen Hero, for submitting that. And if you do have a shout-out for you or anybody you know, definitely let us know in the comments below.
Exactly. And movie recommendation.
Yes. A movie recommendation.
Where is it?
This one.
Ah.
Oh, they can't see it. Should I lift it up higher? That's a lot of calories to burn just to lift this thing.
But you know what? Feel the burn, man. Feel the burn.
If I could lift it, I'd be a heavyweight champion. Like that.
Not really.
So it's Rocky is our movie recommendation for the episode.
Yes.
I know Rocky is very popular and a lot of people know it, but I think a lot of people know the name and they haven't necessarily seen the movie, or they've seen one of the movies and they haven't necessarily seen the original. This one is written by Sylvester Stallone.
Yes, and also too, the one thing I really like about this movie is the character development.
I loved that.
And just see the passion that the character that you see through the camera. I mean, you'll really see true character development. And use it as a reference whenever you're writing your scripts and such.
Yeah, and this was Sylvester Stallone's breakout movie, and he wrote the movie.
From my understanding, it almost didn't get made.
It didn't, and it was technically a B movie. It was actually a low-budget film. So that is definitely a great piece of inspiration for you. It was a low-budget film that has now gone on to be probably the number one, well, like within the top 10, I would say, cinematic history prestige films, I guess. The top 10 most beloved American cinema.
It's a classic.
It is definitely a classic. Thank you. So, yes, Rocky is definitely the recommendation, and if you haven't seen it, and even if you have seen it and just haven't seen it for a while, definitely go back and watch it.
Yes.
Great movie. All right, so that pretty much concludes it. This Sunday, we have the new episode of Film World coming, Premiere Prep.
Yep.
It's continuing on as part 4 in our beginner's guide using Blender for visual effects. And you've said you've been watching the guide.
Yeah.
What's kind of your take on it as a viewer?
I mean, I like it. I mean, you break it down very simply, and
I did it based out of popular demand, basically, because I had so many people asking me, what's this this beginner's item? I'm new to Blender. How do I start here? And I was doing all these effects and everything, but all this new stuff that nobody knows wasn't really there. I mean, there's videos about how to start in Blender and all that, but there's not a series to know different parts of it, because there's so many different parts about Blender and so many different powerful tools. And so that's why I did this series, and I really just wanted to get it out so that people starting with Blender can definitely have a good starting point to know it for the future.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you very much for joining, Michael, and we are definitely got some plans for some really cool collaboration.
Yes.
After the Premiere Prep, the Premiere Prep Beginner's Guide, we got some cool stuff on the way as far as just cinematography, not necessarily visual effects and stuff, but even visual effects.
We're working on just got to get together some people, and
we're going to get back into the swing of things of him and I together on Film World, which we haven't done that since, I guess, Season 1 of Premiere Prep. Mid-Season 2, we did some stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'll be great to, we're really going to try to communicate better and get together on stuff.
A lot more.
Yeah. So, that does it.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys very much for watching. I am your host, Micah Pendleton. Remember, dream big.
Pay small.
I'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
I like it.
That was good. I like that.